Pepe family, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Let's waste no more time and take a look at what's happening with the price of Pepe as we are going into Saturday morning. So, of course, if you're looking across the board right now, we're seeing a lot of coins that are in green, and I'm sure no one's really complaining at this point, especially the people that have been picking up altcoins over the last few days when we did see a massive market downside, which again brought in a lot of uncertainty, a lot of red. So obviously the people that did take advantage of that are seeing great amount of gains in their portfolio over the last 24 hours to be exact. Let's take a look at Pepe though. Obviously the entire market is up. Pepe also up about 6.5% right now, with the price currently sitting at 6117. So still five zeros in front of the price. As far as the performance on the Bitcoin side of things, up 6.7%. On the Ethereum side of things, up about 4.4%. Valuation approaching $2.6 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume for Pepe is currently sitting at about $600 million. As always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. I'm going to start off by talking to you guys about the Pepe's rank in the crypto markets. We're not talking about Pepe's rank in the meme coin category. We're talking about in the top 100, and it's ranked at the top 57 spot, and that is really impressive in my opinion. Reason why it is so impressive to me is the fact that, let's face it, Pepe didn't really have any sort of exciting move for quite some time. And that is due to, the market trend. Overall market trend has been in the downwards trajectory. The overall, a lot of altcoins and meme coins have not really felt that type of excitement. But, Pepe, a meme coin, has held its ground, within this range. And in my opinion, that is a very impressive because, like I said, there's a lot of uncertainty, still held its ground. So is it really kind of making a spot for itself within this market? As of now, it has held its ground, within the top, meme coins. And I'll explain one specific thing that not a lot of people realize. At the end of the day, yes, it is a meme coin, right? The risk factor is definitely there. But when it comes to meme coins, in order for a meme coin to become blue chip, obviously it needs to hold the ground for itself. The performance of the coin itself is very important. The longevity, and in this case, Pepe has been in the market for a few years at this point, and it's still holding as one of the top coins. But again, we're gonna look into that, and I'm gonna share one specific thing with you guys. Holder count 492,400 holders, but take a look at the broader meme coin market. It's up 9%, but again, we have already been down so much. So again, it's a little bit of a bounce, to kind of recover back to, or closer to, where we were prior to, this retracement that we did see from the beginning of this month. But again, if you're looking across the board, everything seems to be up right now. Pepe has reclaimed its spot again. It hasn't reclaimed back up to the fourth spot because meme core is going absolutely insane. 4.2 billion valuation. But again, it is coming close to Shiba Inu. I think Shiba Inu could actually see its spot getting taken go over. But anyhow, we're focusing on Pepe. The reason why I want you guys to, focus on this is because, Pepe has been in the space for quite some time, and yet it's still holding around these key levels. And there's so many coins in this market that, ran up to a couple $1 billion valuation, and they have just gone out of the coin top coin listings. And that should tell you that Pepe has held its ground, holding better than a lot of meme coins. And is this a coin that people like the narrative of? Is this something that people can enjoy? And seems like it is, because again, this meme is still quite massive in terms of a lot of other derivatives launching of Pepe, like a pretty much Pepe type of coins that still make big runs. I've seen on like pretty much every chain at this point. If you look at BNB chain, if you look at Solana, if you look at Base, there's so many chains that you see other type of Pepe coins launching, and they run high, in terms of valuation. Nothing can come close to Pepe because it has that first mover advantage. But again, narrative, I'm speaking about the narrative itself. So that is quite impressive, in my opinion. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree with that. But again, if you're looking at the dominance, dominance has seen quite a sharp pullback over the last 24 hours, which is a huge catalyst behind the amazing day that we did see. If you're looking at Bitcoin, Bitcoin's still ranging around $102,000 right now. Again, nothing crazy for Bitcoin. In my opinion, Bitcoin is still showing weakness right now, because Bitcoin needs to be, in the 23.6, as you guys know. But Bitcoin's still hovering around $102,000. Dominance pulling down, though, on the other hand, is a good sign. But again, this thing could turn around much quicker if Bitcoin does not hold its ground around here. Let's say Bitcoin drops below the $100,000 price point again, and I think there is still a chance for that to happen. unless of course Bitcoin stabilizes, meaning stays within the 38.2 fib zone, and then the dominance continues to pull down. Of course, I see that happening. But if Bitcoin pulls down below the 38.2, then there's something to be watching out for. Anyways, if you're looking at Pepe here, you can see for yourself. Pepe's price obviously came down 252.16, and again, a level that we haven't seen pretty much, you could say, since March of this year. You can see for yourself we have seen an uptick of about 19%, so a 19% gain over the course of the last few hours, to be exact, for Pepe. But now if you're looking at Pepe's price, you can see we have so much resistance as to where the price of Pepe is currently at. If this resistance is able to break out, we could push back up to pretty much as to where we were prior to this retracement starting off November. We could go up to the 7,500 zone quite fast, in my opinion, if we are able to break out of this key range. That itself is another 20% move from where we currently are. If you were to ask me, Crypto ZX, where would you like to see the price of Pepe? That would be, of course, with above the 1074 zone. And again, that is still quite a far move from where we currently are. That's a move of about 72.7%. But I think Pepe has what it takes to reclaim those levels, because we were literally there in the month of September. That, in my opinion, is a safe zone for Pepe. But again, we need to keep in mind the market conditions. But we need to get back up to this key range. I have no doubts Pepe doing that, especially if it's able to break out of the 7,500 zone, starts retesting the next major key resistance at 84.20. Breaking above that takes us back up to this key range, in my opinion. But keep an eye out on the overall market condition. Keep an eye out on Bitcoin. Very, very important. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. What are your overall thoughts on Pepe? Do you think Pepe's price will reach a new all-time high? Or do you think, we are getting close? Or do you think the bull market is done? Because some people are calling the bull market to be done. Again, historically speaking, timeline, yes, timeline is getting closer to, the market being done. But again, we saw the major liquidation that we did see last month, something that we have never seen in a bull market. And also, if you look at the start of November, started off on a really negative note, and still, we're nowhere near to, where the Bitcoin price needs to be. So again, that's where I'm still skeptical. But again, maybe this is the start to an altcoin rally that we have not seen for quite some time. So again, we'll keep you guys covered. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Thanks for all the love. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX.